Hello, my name is Sean, and I'll be doing a tutorial on, well, Twitch plays. So, the whole point of Twitch plays is to solve bombs with a group of people. And by doing so, we can actually run very, very monstrous bombs, even up to 101 modules. But how do you get started in it? Well, there's one called the run command, which you do exclamation point, which is going to be at the start of every command you write, and run. And you'll see here when I type this in, you'll see usage, run, the module count, which means the number of modules you would like, and the distribution. Valid distributions are vanilla, mods, mixed, mixed light, mixed heavy, heavy, and extra light. From vanilla ratio to mod ratio, let's see. So with 100% vanilla ratio, you would end up with vanilla. But then, as you start getting more up there, you get something like extra light, which has less vanilla, more mods, and you keep going up. You have light, then it goes into mixed light, then finally mixed. At mixed, there's 50% vanilla and 50% mods. Then you go into heavy, and then extra. Well, let's see, mixed. There should be a mixed. There's a mixed heavy, and then a heavy, then extra heavy, and then finally mods is 100% mods. So if I were to run, let's see, 100. Let's see, let's do 11 vanilla. It will start up the bomb. Well, of course, that has 11 modules on it, and it'll be 100% vanilla. Alright, let me detonate this real fast. So let's run something else. Let's run 20 mixed. And so this will run 50% vanilla, 50% mods. And let's see how many we can count off of this. It should be equal 10 and 10. See, we have keypads, complicated wires, who's on first, bomb flip. I see passwords, mazes, memory, complicated wires, wire sequences, Morse code, and the button, which is exactly 10, and the others should be, as there's 20 minus 10 would be 10 mods. You can also use the run command to run missions, as long as you know the mission ID of the binder. Such as, if I want to do a parkour training mission, I can do run, the name of the module you would like to train, and I think that'd be it. So if I want to run wires, let's do the button. And you gotta play around with this. Sometimes characters that have a space in between, sometimes they'll have an underscore, sometimes they won't. So it looks something more like this. What else? The button? But you gotta figure it out sometimes. So let's forget about that. Let's do the wire. Run the wire. Run wire. There we go. You gotta play around with it just to see if you can get the right mission. Or if you're having a hard time running these types of missions, what you can do is go through the binder. See here, I got perplexing wires, which wasn't trying to go for. I was going for the wire. So I'm gonna do bomb detonate. And we're gonna go back. So to go through the binder, first you must do binder hold. Give me a second. And then you can do binder select. And you can also follow this up with a number. If you don't, it will select the already thing that's highlighted. So if I do binder select now, it'll press on that binder select. If I do it again, it will press the back key. So if I do binder select and everything's in reading order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is what I want to do, to click previous, and I'm going to do binder select a couple times here. Copy that. Span it a couple times. Sometimes it's hard trying to get to the very end of it. But as you see here, we got through the end, and you can select any type of module through this. And I think it's already inside the Porku training modules. So let me just check on this. I think I've got to do it. There we go. And let's see, how do we select it? Let's see, game overalls. Binder select 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. You see missions, TP, Centurion, the Hydra, the Reaper, the 47, Cerberus, the mother of all bombs, micro bombs. Let's see, let's select 10. And there's Mr. Porku's module training missions, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you would select 7 and you'll be right inside Porku modules training missions. And you can go from there. You can also do a binder drop, which drops the binder. And also it resets everything. We'll binder hold again. So let's actually run something. So binders, yeah, let's binder select that. And we'll select binder number 7. And then we'll do, go with the first one. Binder select 1. And then to start it, you have to hit run, which is the second button, or start. So you do 1, start. So I would do binder select 2 to start it up. Let's see, what other things can you do? Well, after going through all the run commands, let's go about solving each module. 2, of course, sometimes you'll have a bomb not holding. Sometimes you have the bomb right, let's see if it does it. Yeah. Sometimes you have the bomb down there, and what you do is bomb hold. Bomb drop obviously drops the bomb. Bomb holds the bomb right back up. Now, do other stuff with the bomb. We can do a bomb flip, and what that does, it shows us the other side of the bomb. Of course, there's nothing on that side, so let's flip up to the other side. So, to claim a module, you have to do the exclamation point, as you always do, the number that's associated with that module. In such case, this would be 1, that's 2, that's 3 over there, 4, and then finally 5. So let's select 1. 1, and then I do claim. And then this will start to glow red, and it has a little imprint of my name on it. Alright? From then on, it also views it for some reason, but that's fine. To get help on the module, you do that number, help. You see wires. You do the command 1 and cut 3, which cuts wire number 3. Wires are ordered from top to bottom. Empty spaces are not counted, and also will take you to a link of the manual page. If we click it, there we go. So let's go through some directions here. So there are 5 wires. If the last wire is black and the last digit of the serial number is odd. Well, if we look at top here, over here, this is the edge work. All the edge work is already filled in for you. And I'll talk a little bit how to figure out certain things. But this last digit right over here where the mouse is the serial number. And the last digit is a 9. So yes, it is odd. We're going to cut the 4th wire. So we do 1, cut, and then 4. When we successfully diffuse the module, you get a yay with your name has solved the module, of course wires, and you get amount of points. Depending on how tough the module is, the more points you get. If, say, we cut the wrong wire on this, you'll get a nay emoticon, followed up with wires got a strike, -1 points from Sean KTANE. Now, we are in Zen mode, and I'll talk about modes later, so the points are very little. So let's go over other things here. There's also other things called different modes. There is, right now, 3 different modes, and there's a possible 4th mode. So, 1, you have normal mode. Nope. So you do activate normal mode like that. Nope. Normal mode? I spelled that wrong. Well, in case, let's do Zen mode. And that will get our normal mode back. So there's Zen mode, which basically means the bomb can never be defused. If I were to retry, give me 1 second. You see that the time was going up, and no matter how many strikes you get, it will not defuse the bomb. It's basically a practice mode, and you get very little points for defusing a module, and you get very little points for incorrectly solving the module. So, and it even says in here in notes 4, if I were to type that in, Zen mode is in effect. Type new bomb to get new bomb worth of modules. Type bomb and Zen mode to detonate the bomb and return to the setup room. So if I do bomb and Zen mode, it'll detonate it, and we're going to go into, let's see, and it returns to the setup room. And then if I do Zen mode, I think it turns it to normal mode. And there's also, so normal mode is your usual, you get minutes, you get a certain amount of strikes. When the number of strikes have met or the time has run out, the bomb will of course explode. And there's another thing called time mode. In time mode, you only get 7 minutes at the very start. However, the time will also go up. For every time you solve a module, you add a certain amount of minutes or seconds to the bomb. So let's look at 1 here. 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 wires. The last wire is black. Nope. Otherwise, if there's exactly 1 red wire, nope. Otherwise, if there are no black wires, cut the second wire. 1, cut 2. You see, add 1 point, and then bomb time increased by the minimum 20 seconds. And depending how hard the module is, such as a 12-pointer, this 12-pointer will get multiplied by this multiplier. And the more solved modules you get, the more the multiplier will raise up. At the start, it goes at 9.0, and its limit is at 10.0. However, if you get a strike, say a strike from a module, what happens is the multiplier is reduced to 7.6, and the time is reduced by 25%. And that is time mode. If I press time mode again, normal will be enabled next round. Bomb detonate. Alright, let's talk about a few other things now. So you've heard of claims. There's also another thing you can do. That other thing that you can do is if you do that number and do CV, that stands for claim view. And it's a short way of doing it. So if I do that, it will automatically claim and view for me. And it's a simple 2-letter command here. And it's very easy to do. Other things we can do. Alright. So other things is we also have our notes, which is at the bottom. And there's a total of 4 different notes. So if I do notes 1, hello world, you'll see that our notes 1 in the bottom right here turns into hello world. If I do notes 1 clear, it'll clear the notes and turns it back to that's not it. See, notes 1 clear. There we go. And that will clear out the notes 1. If I do notes 1 hello, and then I do notes 1 append world, it'll add to the notes and won't erase over it, because every time I do notes 1, this is fun, it'll overwrite hello world and say this is fun. Notes is a great way to record some important information, such as having a solve queue open, or when a souvenir is enabled, etc., etc. Another fun thing about Twitch Plays is that when you run a bomb and there's a couple modules, such as any forget modules, cookie jars, tax returns, swan, or any needies, or turn the key or turn the keys, a lot of important modules, they will give a the message here will give a warning as to if that module is on that bomb. Alright, lastly, let's talk about edge work here. Now, to calculate your batteries and battery holders, it's exactly as it reads: 0 batteries and 0 holders. However, let's get rid of that. However, if you need to calculate something like 3 out of 2 and want to know how many A batteries or D batteries are on the thing, here's what you do. Subtract 2 from batteries and subtract 1 from the battery holders until the number of batteries equal the number of holders. When that happens, you get the number of D batteries, because there's only 1 D battery and 1 holder. So something like 3 and 3, you know that there's 3 D batteries. However, something in 3 over 2, well, we have to subtract 2 from the batteries and subtract 1 from the holders. And then we got to add 2 to our A batteries. So right now there is 2 A batteries, and it's now 1 and 1. That means there is 1 D battery. So there is 2 AA batteries and 1 D battery. Alright, indicators. Here's your indicators right over here. There will be a list of indicators. How do you figure out if it's lit or unlit? Well, if it has this little asterisk next to it, it will be a lit indicator. So we have a lit SND and lit TRN. However, if there's no asterisk to the left of it, then it is unlit. So we have an unlit bob. Ports. So for each port plate, you get some square brackets. And then inside those square brackets, it lists all the ports on that single plate. So on one port plate, there's a PS2 and RCA. And on the second port plate, there's a parallel and a serial port. And some of the other stuff is RCA is an abbreviation of stereo RCA, and RJ is an abbreviation of RJ45. And when the port plate is empty, it will show up as square brackets empty, as shown right there. Just like you see in the notes here. Lastly, the serial number is the serial number. There's really nothing to go about it. And I think I covered all the basics. Okay, so say if you're claiming module, right there, and you don't want to claim it anymore, you do to UNC, which goes, nope, unclaim. Nope, you gotta do the full unclaim. And what this does, it unclaims the module. If I claim it back, but if I do uncv, that means unclaim view, which means not only will it unclaim it, but it will also unview the module. And last but not least, there's also a camera wall that will happen. Sometimes we get a very monstrous bomb. And let me bomb detonate this, and I'm going to run, let's say, 31 mods. And then I'm going to enable camera wall. Oh, that's unspec. Let me do that again. Run 31 mods. So enable, I keep pressing M. Enable camera wall. Only a mod like me can do this. And you see, mod 1 is a turn the key. Module 2 is turn the keys. Module 10 is a tax returns. 23 is a forget this. So if I do enable camera wall, what happens is everything, the bomb and the gameplay room, gets replaced with every module. Well, not every module, but a lot more modules. And there's a total of 12 plus 6, 18. So you can have up to 18 modules on a single screen here. And this is what most of you will see when you look at it, when you actually start up your stream. And like I said, you can unview them. So if I want to unview 7, I do that. And what happens is 7 over here gets unviewed. Oh, it turned right back. Okay. So I think that's the basics. And you saw what happens when the bomb explodes. It'll say this bomb's gonna, well, it's not gonna say this bomb's gonna blow up, but it'll say kapow, this bomb has exploded. However, when you actually bomb solve, really? There's no solve command? Nah. But when you solve the bomb, you'll actually get a congratulations statement down here. And not only that, but you also get bonus points for everyone that helped. And this bonus points I think is equal to the score up here. So all in all, that's how Twitch Plays works. And I hope all of you have fun. And until then, keep talking and don't explode.